up, MP.
MP about to tear the roof off.
Good, MP.
Yeah, you're a little burnt. All over on? Yeah, a little toast. I knew it was going to be bad. Hey, man. Just got back from Grand Canyon, right?
Yeah. Just got back on Tuesday.
How'd that go?
It was great.
Facing one of the heavyweights tonight.
And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And with just about half the season in the books, checking in on the top rookies, starting to establish themselves as legit NBA talent. Right in the thick of this season, he is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
He has to be. The thing that's impressed me most is his mental toughness. He's got the kind of poise that you just don't see in a lot of rookies.
Here are the five for the Lakers. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Houdini in at the point. And for the Clippers, James Harden out there with Chris Dunn. Then it's Mo Bamba. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Batum in at the four. And Grant, sitting at the midway point of the season now, as a player, does it feel that way? Or does one half drag on more than the other?
You know, I'd say the back half can feel a little bit longer. Whether it's games of consequence that magnify things, or for teams lower down, maybe the season drags on at the end.
Now, here is James. Here's Houdini. That's no good. Couldn't get his first one to go. Harden, the pass to Batum. It's good. Off the assist from Harden.
And I like how Batum takes shots that come within the offensive schemes. A high IQ offensive player.
And James gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
The shot's good. Harden's got 5.
Fighting for those points. The beard playing tough.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He was just marveling at LeBron's ability to take advantage of any mistake you make, even a minor one. He said, if you're even a half step away from a guy defensively, LeBron will find that person. Coach is asking his guys to stay connected to shooters tonight.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
Some things change, but LeBron stays the same. Still the same leader on the floor. The same player. It is truly impressive.
Now here's Batum. Harden misses. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. James passes to Houdini. Buries it from 3.
Great find by Bron, using his basketball IQ. If you don't understand how smart he is, just ask him.
Here's Batum. Back to Harden. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He has 7.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
On the take. And it's Houdini missing.
It's not easy to finish in traffic, but those are chances he has to convert.
Back to Harden. Clock at 6. From deep. And it's Harden again missing. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. The Lakers this summer signing first-time head coach J.J. Redick. He's a veteran of 15 seasons. The sharpshooter's rise in broadcasting had been meteoric. The Lakers really want Redick to be their long-term head coach, but the question, with an aging superstar in LeBron, how much patience will exist in L.A. for Redick learning on the job?
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Okay, Shams, thank you. Now here's Harden. He's got 7. Batum outside. Here's Dunn. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Knocked loose. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Oh, a huge slam! An exclamation point on that break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Now here's Batum. From 17, that's short off the rim.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Hachimura in the post. Defended by Dunn. Houdini. Offline with a 3. Davis against Batum. Here's Harden. Here he goes. And then Harden with the jam.
Okay, I see the explosion. Look, Harden never ceases to amaze me.
Here's Houdini, defended by Harden. Davis, the pass to James. Knocks it down from distance. James has got 8.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Outside Harden. Pass to Jones. This one for three. Batum gets the bucket. 5 points in the game.
From the arc, Batum can be pretty consistent. Not a guy you can leave alone out there.
On the wing, Reeves. Overdone. The shot by Reeves, no good. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Clippers. They trail by 1. They're coming off that loss against Portland.
Defensively, they weren't up to the task. Didn't play as a cohesive unit, and it really hurt them.
Boy, they looked like they were asleep on that end of the floor. No one was talking. No one was paying attention. It was rough.
And the Clippers making a change here. Porter Jr.'s checked in. Now here's Dunn. 14 points his last outing. Back to Harden. Over Reeves. Harden misses. The Lakers have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers. Now a moment to take a look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it's been trending for Anthony Davis.
And when you look at his offensive output over the past few years, it seems like other teams have figured him out and have his number now. He's having to put in a lot more effort on the offensive end, but without producing nearly the same results.
Now here's Harden. He's got 9. Jones with a screen on Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Bamba misses.
He's got to be mad at himself. You won't get a better look than that.
Here's Houdini. He's got 10. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Lakers.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And not only that, they're off to a pretty hot start shooting from outside. They seem locked in tonight.
And this is how AD led the league in block shots. It's not just his wingspan, but it's his awareness, his basketball IQ when it comes to reading the game.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Here's Harden. His last outing, he had 20. Despite entering his 30s, Anthony Davis is not slowing down, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. And last year, AD put up the best rebounding numbers of his career. And his shooting percentage also very high. And just watching him, Davis is still an all-NBA caliber player, capable of taking over on both ends.
And there's James from the arc. Offensive rebound. And Kevin Porter picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Russell's checked in for the Lakers.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
And the Lakers in the lead. Nicholas Batum out there with Terrence Mann. Then there's Kevin Porter. Then it's Bones Highland. And it's Brown in at the 5. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. The Clippers shooting efficiently. 50% so far. To the left wing. Highland, the pass to Brown. Takes the 3. And Reeves pulls it down. The Lakers shooting efficiently. 50% so far. There's a screen. Over to the left wing. And it's Houdini missing.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Yeah, big effort from Porter down low. Getting past some contact into his shot.
Pass to Houdini. Out to Hachimura from outside the arc. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Here's Highland. Here's Brown. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Lakers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
Okay, wow, old man LeBron James getting acrobatic, putting on a show. I see you, big fella.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Porter. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Highland and Davis with the block.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
And it's Houdini missing.
Started out strong from three-point land. Hit 2 in the first quarter, but he's gone dry since.
Porter gets the bucket.
Nice job by Porter Jr. attacking the interior, going after a close-range shot.
Hachimura, the pass to Houdini. Back to Hachimura. James outside. That's in there. Davis with the assist. James has got 13.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Houdini in that last game against the Nets put on a show. He tallied 32 points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. Putting in a performance like that one really builds momentum in your direction. We'll see how far he rides that wave tonight, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Davis finds James. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Highland. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Highland.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Jones, he's checked in for the Clippers. Coffee comes in for Batum.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
Here's Houdini. 15 points in the game. Pass to Davis. Rebound by the Clippers. Porter with it. He's covered by Reeves. Porter's shot is off. The Lakers have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. And here's Reeves. James passes to Davis. Here's Houdini. Lets the 3 fly. That's in there. Davis with the assist. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. And Grant, the Clippers have strung together 13 straight winning seasons. But at the same time, it feels like they've left a lot on the table.
Yeah, with all their star power over that time, they've made it past the second round of the playoffs only once. And that fan base is restless.
And it's Houdini missing.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting only 36% during the second. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Now, look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Porter, the pass to Highland. From deep. He can't hit that time.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Pass to Davis. Second shot opportunity. The shot off that time.
This is hard to watch. You might want to put the kids to bed. This man still has not hit a shot this quarter.
Porter with it. Picked up by Reeves. Highland looking for an opening. Back to Porter. 6 to shoot. Jones sets a screen. The baseline J is on the way. Porter gets the bucket. Porter's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, nice decision making. Porter Jr. can drive or pass off the pick.
And it's James with the jam.
This first half has been all him. He's getting to his spots and going to work.
Pass to Porter. Coffee on the wing. The 3 is up. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter. Coffee's got his first 3 points of the game.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
It's James on the wing. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Highland with it. Puts up a three. Hachimura with a rebound.
And he continues to cast away, but the results just haven't been there tonight.
And it's Houdini missing. And it's Porter with the ball for the LA Clippers. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. It'll be the second game of 4 straight at home.
There wasn't a lot of resistance there at the rim. He just tricked off a little bunny.
Here's Houdini. Ooh, a little luck that time as it drops. Houdini's got 20 points.
Oh, you expect Rui to finish that play, but when a guy is this open, he makes a quality pass.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Over his career, Anthony Davis has averaged 24 points, 10 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Those are career numbers, Richard.
It's a very short list of players who have done that. Single digits. Pair his scoring with his defensive abilities, and you've got a problem.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Bamba's checked in for Jones. Jones comes in for Coffee. Dunn, he's checked in for Mann. And it's James Harden in for Highland. Vanderbilt's checked in for the Lakers. Russell comes in for Reeves. Now here's Dunn. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Vanderbilt pulls it in.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
James outside. Screen by James. Houdini. He drops it from range. And now a 5-point Laker lead.
And they're going to have to pay more attention to him on the perimeter. He's hit 4 3-pointers already today.
Outside Harden.
They might start using him a little bit more sparingly with 3 fouls already before the half.
Batum is checked in for Porter Jr. And the Lakers also making a change. Hayes is checked in for James. Now here's Harden. He's got 9, and he makes it. Dunn's got 6.
Just watch James Harden. It's beautiful. He plays at his own pace. He reads the floor as well as anybody in the game.
Clippers trail by 3. 3 on 3. Batum, the pass to Bamba. Right side Harden. The 3. Rebound by the Lakers. It's an understatement to say they're on a roll. They're coming in on a 15-game winning streak.
There's a lot of players who will say they don't take notice of a budding winning streak. But when it's double digits, everyone knows. Winning streaks are a lot harder than people think because every single team wants to be the one to take you down.
Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a 3. That's a nice combo. The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
Pass to Russell. Here's Houdini. On the wing, Hachimura. And here's Vanderbilt, guarded by Batum. The 3 from Russell. Batum pulls it in.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Back to Harden. Over Hayes. Misses off the right iron. The Lakers lead by 4. To the inside. Oh, deflected. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Russell.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
RJ, does playing at a faster pace work the same in the regular season as it does in the playoffs?
Depends on the opponent. Teams that like to slow it down and can be methodical in the half court can make it a slugfest. You have to be ready for that.
Christie's checked in for Hachimura. Here's Houdini. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Back to Vanderbilt. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Jones from outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
Now here's Vanderbilt. Yet to see a basket. Drops in the 3. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And we know Russell can shoot it. It's what he's out there to do.
And here's Harden. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. Puts up a deep 3. Rebounded by the Lakers. And they've been one of the more exciting teams in the league this year, besting most of their opponents by a healthy margin.
Yeah, not many close games for them this year. When they win big. That kind of dominance has made them feared by the rest of the league.
The Lakers with the ball. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
It's so interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed, and now they're postseason regulars in the league.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
The Lakers are looking to get downhill. Anthony Davis said we try to attack the basket and live in the paint. That's part of our identity, our DNA. It's getting to the line and guys catching rhythms like that and then playing from there.
KYG, know your game. They do that well, Allie. Clippers trail by 7. Dunn outside. Pass to Batum. Outside Harden. Can they get it? Vanderbilt pulls it in.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
Out left to the wing. From downtown. Hits a 3-pointer. And now a 10-point Laker lead.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. And their first look at this year's Lakers squad.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Here's Christie. Still no points. And stolen by Jones. Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. That'll do it for the first half of play. The Lakers on top. They're up 7. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
You know, on the boards, they've been ferocious. They've been intimidating. Reminds me of watching Big Fella out there.
You know they're going to.
Now let's change gears and talk a little bit about all-star voting.
At times in the past, we've teased the fans for how they voted. But it's not easy, man. There's a lot of talented guys out here. I love to see who's leading so far.
Don't give them too much credit, Kenny. Some fans know what they're talking about. Most don't.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. making a change here. The Lakers lead by 8. And so in the game for the Lakers, it's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Houdini in at the point guard position. Poke loose. It's stolen by Dunn. On the wing, Harden. Back to Dunn. Pass to Jones. Hachimura with a rebound. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Houdini, pass to Davis. Nice touch by Davis inside.
This is where you want AD to get his shots. That's almost automatic.
Clippers trail by 10. Harden, deep three-point land. From beyond the arc, and then some. Harden's got 15.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Here's Houdini. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. And it's Harden. That time on the assist from Jones. Jones has got his 3rd assist of the night. The Lakers lead by 4. And he lobs it up top.
Such a wizard with the ball. James always finds the open man.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. The Clippers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Harden from outside. The Lakers with a rebound. Davis has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Houdini to pass to Davis. Shoots over Harden. Davis misses.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
Outside Jones. Launches it. Rebound, Anthony Davis. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Here's Houdini. He has 29 now. And stolen by Bamba.
With 4 personals now, he'll have to be extremely careful the rest of the way.
And what do you guys think so far? The Lakers in the lead. They've got Terrence Mann, Bones Highland out there with Kevin Porter. Then there's Amir Coffey, and it's Brown in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now Porter. To take the lead. The Lakers with a rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Davis. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Highland. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. And it's all knotted up.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Mann. And it's Houdini missing.
That's just the bucket like you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss those.
Mann, the pass to Coffey. Outside Porter. Shoots over Davis. And Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
From the wing. Rebounded by Highland. The Clippers have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. On the wing man. Check by James. Outside man. Brown, a screen on James. Shot clock at 5. Here's Highland. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And for the Lakers, they're shooting about 47%. A nice number. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Highland. Doubled by Highland. Houdini, pass to James. James James from distance. Easy work.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to Hyland on the wing man. The three. He buries it from three.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And it's in there. Houdini's got 31.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And so Porter will bring it up for the LA Clippers. 2-point game. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. Chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Tyronn Lue address the team. He told them, this is the passion I want us to play with every night. Now, my question is, how are we going to finish? Are we going to be passive, or are we going to take what's ours? Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Now here's Hyland, guarded closely. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And that one falls for Hyland. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Houdini, the pass to James. Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Hyland. Here's Houdini. Coffey grabs the board. The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter to take the lead. And Hyland good for 3. Hyland's got 10 points in just the second half.
This is his second 3 this half. He's getting even more bold at that arc.
Pass to Houdini. The 3 ball. They get the rebound. Hachimura from long range. That one is off.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Coffey can't get it to go. Lakers trail by 3. Porter with the steal. Here's Hyland. And the 3 off target.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Screen by James. There's the triple. And the basket by Houdini. Houdini's got 5 points in the quarter.
And he knocked down 4 triples in the first half. You got to stay in his hip pocket.
The Clippers have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Brown, a screen on Reeves. Porter, the pass to Brown. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. No good on the free throw. And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Bamba's checked in for Coffey. Jones comes in for Mann. Dunn, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And it's James Harden in for Hyland.
And hey, he did just enough to get the lead. That's what's most important.
Here's Houdini. Back to James. And that misses. That would have put him up. The Clippers in the lead. Pass to Bamba. Left side Jones. Now here's Harden. Not a lot of room. Rejected by James.
Oh, look at the old man still getting it done on defense. LeBron James still takes great pride in rejecting shots.
Oh, this one has turned into an absolute nail-biter.
Yeah, at this point, you almost expect it to come down to the last possession.
Three-pointer, Harden sinks the tray. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half.
Things are heating up for him behind the arc. He only had 1 3 in the first half, but now he's up to 3 in the second.
There's the three. Harden missing again. You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass. And there's the lob. And it's stolen by Jones. Outside, Brown. Outside Jones. And there's the call on Rui Hachimura. That's the third foul of the game. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established. And the Clippers making a change here. Batum checked in. And J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned. Give us a situation right now. On defense, the Lakers. Outside Harden. Just 5 on the clock. And Davis hit the block. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Houdini, defended by Dunn. Davis, the pass to Houdini. To the left side wing. Off the mark there with a 3. And for the Clippers, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Up top Dunn. James against Batum. Inside. Here's Jones. Rebound, the Lakers. Hachimura's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Houdini, pass to Davis. Comes up empty, down low.
Give the defender credit, willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
To Harden. Goes up on the wing. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Houdini, defended by Harden. Blocked!
Sometimes shooters forget how long the team is. He uses it so well to reject shots.
Down outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Lakers. Davis has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Houdini, defended by Harden. To tie it up. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. James Harden picks one up.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers?
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. We credit them for learning to break well and be opportunistic. The three drains the triple. Harden's got 6 here in the quarter. They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot. Here's Houdini. Lets it go from deep. Batum pulls it in.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Three-pointer. That's in. Coming off the assist from Jones. Jones just got his 4th assist with that last one. Screen by James. On the wing, Hachimura. Pass to Houdini. Takes the 3. Goes back up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Nick Batum.
See, right there, you know you have to foul LeBron James because you just have no chance to stop him.
And he's good on the second. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
It's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has.
I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
One thing they've done well tonight was a low right. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but well, somebody did.
The Clippers lead by 6. Now here's Harden. Lets it fly. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Harden's got 17 points here in the second half.
Whenever it's Harden running pick and rolls, you have to stop the ball first, ladies and gentlemen, or he will get you.
Fires the 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
And so it's Harden with it. He brings it up for the LA Clippers. Leading by 5. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Lakers. The Lakers shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. There's a minute 59 left in the fourth quarter. And there's James from the arc. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Oh, in pressure moments, he's the guy you trust to make big shots.
The Clippers shooting just 37% since the fourth quarter got started. Back to Harden. The fadeaway. LeBron with the rebound. James has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. 11:33 left in the fourth quarter. And it's Houdini missing. The Clippers in the lead. Jones pass to Harden. And he's going for the oop here. Bamba misses. And stolen by Bamba. That's not missing. And so it's the Lakers with it. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Houdini. Here's the drive. To tie it up. The rebound by Bamba. The Clippers shooting about 41%. Got a pass to Harden from 13. And it's going.
It's great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Who knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
James against Batum. Yes! He still got it! LeBron!
I'm sorry, just who else would you want to shoot in there? LeBron James is so under pressure.
Outside Harden. Let's go to the 3. Oh, and he buries it from outside!
Coming up big in the clutch. You know he loves these moments.
James is screen on Harden. Houdini tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And now we got an intentional foul. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was
Davis.
Hello?
Did you order food?
No.
All right. The lady downstairs said somebody just put food downstairs.
No, I didn't order anything.
All right.
All right.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. NBA action is coming up. Our game tonight featuring the Elites as they go up against San Antonio. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And it's the Elites to start out. Outside, Ball. Stolen by Ball. And Ball with the block. And they're able to recover. On baseline, Jay. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Sigma. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul. Here's Hill. And Ball comes to help. 16 feet away. Rebound, San Antonio. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Here's Sigma. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
And Jackson throws it down.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim. Here's Reed. Off target from outside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Reed. Here's Sigma. It's tipped. Tries to save it. And so the ball's out of bounds. Reed touched it last. Here's Hill. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Outside Jackson. Pass to Sigma. Shoots. Knocked away. Outside for Jackson. Good on the three-point shot.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Rebounded by Jackson. Here's San Antonio. On up the court. Basket counts. Ball's got the lead up to 3 now for the Spurs.
And what focus through the finish there. Ball may be young, but nothing seems to rattle it.
Here's Ball to the inside. Hill. The kick out to Ball. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Healed from outside. It's rebounded by the Elites.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here is Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. Pulls it from 20. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Healed with it. And Crawford picks him up defensively. Back to Healed. Fires the three. The shot, no good. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the left wing. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the half. 5 to shoot. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Spurs lead by 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. San Antonio leading. Outside Leonard. Shoots over Brown. High post try. Leonard with the bucket.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
Johnson outside. Chalk up 2 there. And here's Daniels. Down low. Here's post. And Davis sends it back. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And they recover it. Here's Vanderbilt. It's hauled in by Brown. San Antonio leading by 3. Here's post. It's hauled in by Edwards. Pass to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Here's Leonard. Fires the 3. The 3 goes down the hatch from Kawhi.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Come to me.
On the wing, Johnson. Outside, Davis. Clock at 6. Second chance shot. Vanderbilt. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
You can't question the desire of these teams. It's going to be difficult for either side to get separation.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. And oh, what a play. He just palms the block. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's post. The second chance effort. Ariza outside. Pass to post. Nice spin off the left rim and in. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
They've been just suffocating on defense the whole game. Look at their shot blocking. The opposition doesn't have any room to breathe.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
Hits the three-point bomb.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Vanderbilt misses. And the foul called on Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. First team foul. Spurs leading by 7. Pass to Brown. And that one drops.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Left side, Davis. Johnson with it. He's covered by Daniels. Outside, Edwards. And here's Davis for three. Good D by Ariza. And here are the Spurs. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
Such an accurate shooter off the pass. Ariza, a quick thinker who knows he can score in those situations.
Now here's Edwards. Here's Davis. Pass to Vanderbilt. Knocked loose. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And it's Leonard missing. Here's Johnson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Brown. And Brown throws it down hard.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Elites. Down by 12. Pass to Sigma. The kick out to Hill. The Elites with another miss. And here are the Spurs. Ariza has the open look. Off target with his three.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Here is Sigma. Jackson down low. The kick out to Ball. Back to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. And it's blocked by Brown. And he recovers it. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Spurs leading by 12. Here's Daniels. It's rebounded by the Elites.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Impressive handles from Ball. He can get anywhere he wants on the floor.
Here's Sigma. Back to Jackson. It's another look. Outside, Ball. Fires from deep. Trains the three-pointer.
And Ball with that unique shot release coming out of college. He's trying to make it a more repeatable motion.
And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Post.
And Sigma's asked to do a lot at the defensive end, and you can see the effort he puts in right there. Even when he draws the toughest assignments, he never backs down.
And then Brown with the dunk.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Count that bucket. San Antonio leading by 7. And a strong finish with 2 hands. And so it's San Antonio with the win. Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. And it's the elites to start out. To the paint. Here's Sigma. Uses both hands to slam it down.
That's how you share the rock. He does this time and time again.
Look at that.
Boy, and that one's got his teammates fired up. Anthony making a statement big time.
The kick out to Simons. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Sigma. Off target at the rim. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. A shot by Anthony, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. But you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
And the shot goes down.
Really nice move there. Daugherty has such a polished skill set. Makes it an easy conversion for him in the painted area.
Here's Simons after Brad Daugherty's basket. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
To the middle. Here's Anthony. Nice move. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
How about that? He made no mistake on that one.
Pass to Green. Shakes him. Here's Sigma. Outside Simons. Here's Green. Goes back up. The kick out to Simons. Shot clock at 6. Bobbed up there for Green. Outside Anthony. Lets it go from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Anthony's got 7.
His three-point shot can be streaky from game to game and season to season, but Melo certainly a threat from out there.
Pass to Jamison. They kick it out to Green. Another miss by the elites. And here's Charlotte. Anthony with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. Here's Simons. Jamison left side. It's hauled in by Sigma. Charlotte in the lead. Inside, Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And they get it. Outside, Simons. The three. It's good from long range. 5 points in the game.
And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
And there's another one for the Elites. Down low. Here's Sigma. Rebound by Jeff Green. The Elites with the ball. Some solid defense from Doherty. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first half. Here's Anthony. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Yeah, and how about that feed there from Sigma to set up the basket? The big fella putting on his point guard shoes there to make that play happen.
Out to the wing. Here's Sigma. The Elites again can't hit it. Outside, Green. Fires from deep. The three-pointer is right on target. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Simons from outside. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's Charlotte up 3. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. Charlotte leading by 3. Shot from 16. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And that's one of Murray's go-to moves. He gets you on your heels and then just pulls up on a string.
Oh, Davis down low.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
To the inside. Vanderbilt.
He is just always a step ahead of the defense. Magic runs this offense with absolute precision.
Pass to Haslam. And Charlotte turns it over again.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And there's the call on Udonis Haslam. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Now Johnson. Davis in the corner. Back to Vanderbilt. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Davis. And that one hits back iron.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
The long stride of Anthony Davis.
You don't see bigs at the handle like Davis's. How do you stop that? Both teams putting their energies into the offensive end. Where's the D?
Good question. So far, these teams just seem content to shoot it out down the stretch. That's a great dunk. He's an athletic freak.
Wow. And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensational. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Elites. It's a one-point game. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Vanderbilt with the steal. And Edwards slams it in.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Elites.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
And one thing you can say about Green, I don't know of too many players who are as dependent on their three-point shot as he is. He needs that shot to be falling for him to make an impact.
Here's Haslam. Pass to Iguodaro. Clock at 6. The three from Sefolosha.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Davis looking for an opening. Edwards can't hit. Charlotte trailing. And here we go. Sefolosha has the open look. Drops in the tray off the fast break.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
Now here's Winslow. Outside for Davis. This one for three. Sinks the three-pointer.
It's always a good sign when the three is falling for Davis. It really opens up the rest of his game.
And so it's Charlotte with it. Smart goes in. And slam dunk by Smart.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
Now here's Johnson. Over Smart. Johnson can't hit. Charlotte in the lead. Here's Thor. And another three for Charlotte.
That fast break three is one of his favorite shots. He's never afraid to pull it up from deep.
Johnson inside. Over Smart. And there's another one for the Elites.
They continue to battle out there. So close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
And Johnson missing again. It's stolen by Edwards. Knocks down the three ball.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. He takes it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Thor. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. The Elites leading by 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Charlotte calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. Charlotte calls timeout. The short rest, very important, and one of the benefits of this part of the game is getting on the same page with your team while having the chance to hydrate with Gatorade. Replenish your energy for the late game push. It's stolen. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. He gets that one.
Boy, Carmelo Anthony is capable, when he wants to, of spotting that open man. Pretty pass.
That's a 2 from Simons. Doherty with the rebound. to the middle. And it's Anthony with the jam.
You know, these are the kinds of nights when he gets it going like this. Melo can be a one-man band.
Outside, Jamison. Outside, Simons. Outside, Green. Clock at 4. Buries it from three-point range.
And every time you think one team's got something going, the other seems to respond.
And Murray, here we go. Green with the block. Pass to Doherty. Tries yet again. Here is Sikma. That's good, and it's Doherty with the assist.
3 points.
Sikma's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Back to Simons. Over Murray. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And he's someone the defense should be keying on, especially in this moment.
I think he takes that kind of defense as a sign of disrespect, and he was more than happy to accept the challenge.
Second team foul.
Anthony with it. Pass to Sikma. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Here's Jamison. Count it. Good.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
So it's the elites taking the W. The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. So the Elites will get the first possession. Simons surveying the D. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
What a tough play from Simons that time. And he's going to get an extra shot to boot here at the free throw line.
The Elites shooting their first free throw of the contest. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively. Consistent shooter like Bridges loves to get openings from the mid-range like that to get his rhythm.
Here's Lillard going inside. Green with the rebound. Quick start for the Elites in this one. It's a 5-point game. Three-pointer, Simons. Good on the triple. Simons has got 6.
Well, Simons loves to take threes. He's dependable from there.
Lillard attacking.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss. That kind of energy not wasted.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges.